You didn't pay.
Right.
You would like to pay? Yes or no?
The IRS came to me and said, "Hey, you didn't pay your bills."
Oh, they came to you?
Yeah.
You're screwed.
You can't just give them the money and be like, "I didn't know how to do taxes."
Usually it's not going to happen. Depending on how they want to get you or not.
What if you say, like, "I'm not good at taxes"? But this is something I never got. Why are we paying people to do our taxes for us? The government should pay it because they want our money. Why is this our problem? You want our money? You figure it out.
Now we're going to start putting accountants on the
payroll.
Another 400,000 people.
Oh
my God!
Still.
You give Obama that idea.
No, the IRS.
Why can't they just give you one sheet? I made 100,000. I have to pay you 20,000. These are my deductions. I'm mailing it in. Now tell me where I'm wrong, and I can fight you. You have to fill out 20-something pages, and it's just crazy.
It's ridiculous.
Just
formulas. Formulas. So.
The IRS is doing
it's tax seasons right now. You can start filing your taxes in February.
Okay. The IRS is doing it anyways. Why could they be the tax people that look through your taxes?
Because people hide their money, and you want to only you only want to declare certain monies. If your mother gives you a gift, you have to declare it on your taxes.
Yeah.
But they're allowed to give you a tax-free gift every year.
What about if your parents give you money? Is that counted? Because
I think it's 10,000 per kid or 50,000. Yeah, and it could be for the husband and wife.
Oh, really?
What about if you inherit it? Are you supposed to pay taxes on inheritance?
Of course, there's tax on inheritance.
How dare
That's why you do something called trusts, and that's why you got estate planning. You start transferring the funds beforehand. There's so many different ways because when you die,
what if they buy you a house? You have to pay taxes on a house because how do you estimate that?
Well, there's many taxes.
Depends how they buy you the house.
Do you know if you're on a game show and you win $1 million, you have to pay taxes on the? You have to sell your gifts because say you want a car.
A lot of people end up not getting their gifts because they win like a car or something. They can't afford taxes on it.
Do you know the guy who won the Survivor show, the first Survivor show, he won $1 million. He didn't know he didn't have to pay taxes, so he took his money, spent it, and they actually arrested him, prosecuted him, and he went to jail for not paying taxes when he thought the show gave him $1 million for free.
Wow. The government really...
It's coming from all... And we're broke. And we're broke. Anyway,
and they're supposed to represent us, the people.
We, the people. No. I'm sorry, Adam. Your flag and your country and your guns. Oh, yeah. Can I tell you a story about guns, Neil?
Yeah, what about guns?
Oh, you're going to love this one. This is one. I want to hurt you.
The Second Amendment, everybody has the right to bear arms.
No.
But you can't force
I want to too much. NRA genius. Hit kids or I may pop them. Listen to this. The NRA guy says, either you hit the kids or I'm going to shoot him. A board member of the National Rifle Association, and I'm going to start screaming right now at you, Neil, says he favors corporal punishment. That means beating I don't want to say the word out of your children till the blood runs. Okay, whatever.
Isn't that child abuse?
Right, so that's what it says. For children, because a good paddling may keep them from having to put a bullet in him later. And this is a guy who's part of the board member of the National Law Association. That means he's walking around with 70 guns.
In the olden days when it was okay, and it's not okay anymore.
He's a member of the National Rifle. How old is he? He must be a grown man.
Is he over like 60 or something?
Oh, that makes a difference.
No, because in today's day, nobody would think, let me hit my child. It's an old-fashioned way of thinking.
National leader and NRA leader Charles Cotton made the vicious statement as part of his opposition to a bill that would ban physical punishment in Texas schools. Oh my God, physical punishment in Texas schools.
Wow.
God.
Well, Texas is
hard. Sick of the "don't touch my kids" regardless what he or she did attitude. Cotton posted last week on a Texas CHL forum, perhaps a good paddling in school may keep me from having to put a bullet in him later. The logic is, according to Cotton and his supporters, oh God help me, without corporal punishment, bad behavior among children will persist, leading to increased criminal activity that could lead gun owners to use their weapons for self-defense. Cotton did not return our email seeking comment Sunday because he should have shot himself in the head. He is an active life member of the Texas State Rifle Association and has been on the NRA board for 13 years, according to the. Oh God, help me!
He's pro shooting because he sells the guns.
He's pro shooting real children
because he's selling the guns. He wants keep getting it. Let me tell you though.
That's not what he said.
No, that's not what he said. Explain to me what he said.
And we're not going to twist his words.
I'm twisting his words. We're going to meet my words.
Kind of
having a gun, he might have a freak out attack.
He was saying very simple. Yeah. It's better to give the kid a patch and tuchus.
Oh God.
Than to just let him keep running around and no punishment at all. Because if they keep doing things bad as they grow up, it gets worse and worse. And then they turn into criminals.
They turn into criminals. I'm sorry.
1 minute.
Oh, son, you spilt you colored on the wall. I told you not to color on the wall.
He's right, by the way. I didn't say I agree with him.
Okay.
But I'm telling you what he's saying.
And he's wrong. Say he's wrong. Say he's wrong. Say he's wrong.
He's wrong.
Thank God.
There should be no corporal punishment.
No, but I want to say
no paddling, no nothing.
No nothing.
Because a smart parent knows that I came home one day after we painted all the walls when my boys were little, and I come home and my son grabs me by the hand and says, "Look, Daddy, I did the whole ABC, and I'm freaking out on my wall. ABC, beautifully done on my wall." I know you can't take this now. I could have taken the gun and shot them if I had it. God forbid. And what I did was I sat the boy down and I had an explanation to him why he shouldn't do the coloring on the wall. Happens to be I never painted that portion of the wall again. It's still there colored ABC. I have it forever. I love that part.
Hold on. I just want to say something about parents beating their kids, right? Or hitting their kids.
By the way, Neil, I have 80 nephews and nieces, okay, and children, and I don't have any grandchildren. My brothers have.
You will?
They're not in my will. I wish I had that kind of money, Neil. The point is God forbid I should ever hit or beat any of them. And I know that sitting them down, teaching them, showing them, and don't tell me because they misbehave, they're going to be doing criminal offenses.
Listen,
hold on.
Esty wants to smoke pot with a future husband.
1 minute here.
I'm very upset about that. We're going to have to talk about that.
Wow.
I'm going to find you a boy who's against pot.
I'm not going to. I feel like people who don't smoke pot, don't take this personally. Anybody who's listening.
I'm taking it personally.
Okay, fine. I'm not saying you. I'm talking about our listeners. I think people who've never tried pot, if you tried it, you don't like it, is one thing.
Stop.
But people who've never tried it, I see them as closed-minded.
Did you see her pick up the finger to me?
Not the finger.
Okay.
That's a different thing.
I just think that if you've never smoked pot, you're letting the judgments of society affect you, and it's not being open-minded.
Do I have to bring up?
I was a closed-minded person until I smoked pot, and to open my mind to not everything society tells you is correct. Like my whole life is drugs, pot. It's so bad. Once I tried it, I was like, this is what society's been telling me is bad.
Esther, should I bring out that article?
You're right now closed-minded because you've never tried it. This is what I love. People who are against weed are people who never tried it. Once you try it, you're like, this is what people are against. What are we talking about? It's better than alcohol. You're not completely against.
I've never tried heroin. I've never tried heroin.
You're going to compare?
I'm going to compare.
Heroin has serious side effects. These have serious side effects.
And marijuana has it too.
No, it does not.
And according to Neil, if I experiment with heroin and I make it a better strain of heroin, I'll be better.
No.
Wrong?
No, now it's the pot.
I'm sorry. The pharmaceutical companies, the pharmaceutical companies are so much worse. Any pills you're taking for, I don't know, a cold or whatever it is, believe me, it's way worse
because
pot is natural. God made pot. He made it a natural thing. Hold on, I want you to talk. Hold on.
No, I want to pay for the show. Pay for the show.
No, you have to first let me talk.
What, Neil, this is your vote.
Tonight it's our deal.
Why you didn't let me talk for like 10 minutes?
Again,
Tonight it's our deal.
Neil, I'm not paying for dinner tonight.
Oh, wow. That's fine. I'll pay once.
Where are we going, Esty? Now we're going to announce.
You're going to get a prime grill, yeah.
No, a prime grill?
No. I can't afford that.
I wouldn't even go if you put a gun to my head.
I would not go
to I've been there.
Go
my
to
brother's
that
birthday.
other place on 18th Avenue. I don't want to say names.
I don't want to say the name. I would never.
$60 a steak.
I went to terrible.
Prime Grill had good food.
Right, because you're paying $100. Of course, it has to be good.
Hold on, I wanted to talk about something like the other topic that you didn't let me to.
Where are you taking us out to eat?
I don't know.
He's just stuck up on the food.
Yeah. Can you take me to sushi? No,
sure,
sushi?
fine.
Yeah.
So nice. You're so into sushi. I
love sushi.
Guys, you are switching topics so fast. I still want to say something about that.
Go ahead.
I didn't switch anything.
I didn't switch anything.
I still want to talk about, chocolate.
You are paying tonight.
You are paying tonight.
Eventually.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. I just wanted to say, parents hitting their kids, like, oh, in the olden days it worked. When you hit your child, you're not teaching them, oh, you did something wrong. What you're teaching them is, I'm powerful, you're weak, I don't like what you did, I'm going to hit you. If you punish them, it's like, oh, you did something wrong, you know, I need you to know to not do it next time. But any sort of abuse to your child just makes you think, oh, they're bigger, I'm defenseless. And that's not a good way. You want your kid to go through life feeling defenseless.
Especially in our culture today.
Yeah, that's, by the way, I think the parents...
That's what matters. If you're in a place, if you live in Africa somewhere, and, you know, that's the way it is. You walk out of your hut, and, you know, your old man standing there with straw, and he's smacking.
Honestly,
you know, like, what are you going to do? That's the way they do it there.
Today's
you know,
day,
like, what do you want?
Okay, back in the day it worked, but today's day, if you hit your child, that's the people who become criminals, because it's not normal anymore.
Yeah, I think the rabbis should be locked up, a lot of them, for smacking the kids around.
And to have it right.
You see, they freak out sometimes. You know, it's like,
I want to tell you a story.
Bad mood they came in, and they grab one kid and like just beat the crap out of him.
I know these.
I want to tell you an amazing story. My grandmother, right? It has to do with the topic. So my father was in school, and the rabbi hit him, and he said, "Don't tell your parents." He went home and he told his mother. The mother called up and said, "Hey, you know, you're hitting my kid." He came back to school and he hit him again. My grandma took him out of that school. And in those days when hitting was considered okay, my grandma had the foresight, like, hey, you don't get to hit my child. It's just something we're very proud in her day to be, you know, so forward thinking. Oh, it's so funny. She's trying to learn now the Android, and everyone's like, no, don't get her that phone. She can't do it. I'm sitting with her. I'm teaching it to her. She's around 70 years old. She's like, I want to learn, and I'm teaching her. She's starting to know how to use an Android phone, WhatsApp. She's like, what's WhatsApp? I want to send a text message.
Did you see how she just switched topics?
I did. I was talking about my grandma. That's why. Okay, go on.
By the way, I want to get one of those new iPhone stuff thing like that.
How about the Galaxy? I saw
the Galaxy's the best.
Galaxy.
No, I'm on Team Android. I hate iPhones. Neil, they make you pay for everything.
Which one has the watch that I can talk into the watch?
Oh, stop! Trace.
Hello, Neil, wake up, Neil. I want to do that so badly.
I'm so sick. There's so many better things going to come out.
Okay,
silly watch.
So, anyways, now we're going to.
We don't even wear watch.
No, I have a watch. It broke.
I know. You usually.
I love that watch.
It was a Movado.
I love Movado. It's my favorite watch.
My favorite watch. It's like a 30-year-old watch. I found it. A friend of mine found it online and got it for me, and I love it. I just can't put it down. Everybody makes fun of me, but it's like the greatest watch.
I know.
And I had to give it today to fix, and I feel naked without it.
Wow. Anyways, this is Justin.
Let me tell you, you don't look naked.
Yeah.
I don't.
Okay.
No. Oh, by the way, nobody commented on the shave?
No, we didn't notice. Sorry.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
This is Justin.
Getting us confused.
I know.
One day.
Because it was all white.
One day
it was all white. Esther was making fun of me.
I was not.
The goatee.
The goatee.
Yeah.
Anyways.
I should have colored it, Neil.
Yeah. This is the Just Enough Heshy Show. If you want to call in with a comment or anything.
Change it. John wants to change to the Just Enough Neil Show.
No.
I know.
It's fine.
I love you, Neil.
Boss gets his dues, baby.
We already have the email and the Facebook. We can't change it now.
We have the corporation all set up.
We're never going to change it. We're ready to kick Neil's ass out. We're ready.
Abe, that's Abe's job. Where's Abe? Where's the producer? We're gonna have to, he has a goatee.
No, today the producer is a little more business-like.
You see how his ugly goatee, you see how he did it trim?
So mean.
Yeah, I love him. He's one of the most eligible bachelors in New York right now.
I think for hot chicks, man.
Not chicks, ladies.
Yeah.
We don't call women chicks. Yes, we say curva, but that's it. Curva means foxitivity. The women are
like
super,
sexy, yeah.
Right, not sexy. Sexy is a bad word.
Sexy is also a bad word.
Yeah, it is a bad word. I think.
Like I told you, they wrote online in Bet
Shemet in Israel, no?
Right, that you're not allowed to have now a newspaper.
Right. I'm shocked.
Pregnant, the word pregnant. Bed, nothing bed and breakfast or bed.
Weird.
What else? What are the other words? And a couple other words.
That's stupid stuff.
Okay, guys, give me a minute. This is the Just Enough Heshy Show. If you want to reach us, you can call in at 718-303-9090. Again, this is the Just Enough Heshy Show. You can call us at 718-303-9090. If you want to advertise with us, you can reach us at justenoughheshy@gmail.com. We also have Facebook, Just Enough Heshy, and hashtag on Twitter, Just Enough Heshy, the same. Is it okay if we take a call?
You can take. I want to do the ads, but we'll do that afterwards.
We'll do
I
that
guess.
after.
Go ahead.
Hey Norman, how's it going?
Norman! You know, there was a call before John. He loves you.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, he wanted to know if you do agree that Bonnie and Clyde should have gotten, what was it?
The Academy Award over Cool Hand Luke.
What do you think?
John, the end of Cool Hand Luke was that he went back to jail and he had to dig the ground. Okay, I'm going to let Joe. Right, I'm letting you
ask him a question and you don't.
Okay, talk.
Go on.
I never saw Cool Hand Luke.
Ooh.
Wow.
I never either, if that helps.
Wow.
So now I
Norman didn't see
Cool Hand Luke. Wow. Everybody saw that.
Okay.
Well, listen, first of all, I listened to what you guys say, and Esty told me about the man behind the man.
Iron Mask, yes.
Amazing.
Yeah, and Esty, I'll tell you, there was since you like that, remember V for Vendetta?
Yes.
And he said that he loved
movie.
Oh, please.
What? It was about going against politicians. Why didn't you love that? So, yeah, Norman.
Well, anyway, he was talking about the Count of Monte Cristo.
Oh, you saw that one.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
amazing. I watched it like 10 times.
Me too. That was a great movie, The Count of Monte Cristo.
I have to see that. So, anyway.
You didn't see it yet? Oh, okay. No. It's amazing.
But I do want to tell you that there's two other films that are similar in plot. One is The Corsican Brothers.
Oh, I don't know how to spell that.
It's about twin brothers. I'm not going to. It's a swashbuckling film that's really great with Douglas Fairbanks Jr. And the other one is The Prince and the Pauper, which is basically.
There's so many. How do I know which one to get?
It's the same idea as the Iron Mask.
What about Les Miserables? You saw that?
Well, yeah.
Okay, there's.
I'm very familiar with it. That was basically what there was a TV show called The Fugitive, which was based on Les Miserables. Listen, I just want to say a couple of things. Neil gets me upset. You know why Neil gets me upset?
He gets me upset too.
No, but he gets me upset because I hear him cough, and I get so angry because he's a precious person, and we need him.
Oh,
really.
Wow, that's a lot of love, Norman.
I love you.
Yeah, Neil, listen, everybody loves you that you're on the show. They can't get enough of the three of you, and the three of you will become icons.
Wow.
That's what the future holds.
Hold on, I have a few things I want to say to Norman. Is that okay if you guys just give me a minute? Okay. So, first off, Les Miserables has 3 different movies. Everyone watched the most recent one, which was a musical, which I felt it was great, but you don't fully get the storyline. So I would suggest to first watch the other 2 Les Miserables before watching the musical. Both of them are amazing. So that's actually, they have it on Netflix. Another thing, I watched The Secondhand Lion. Oh my gosh, I loved it. Now I'm going to listen to you when you say movies. Even though some of them are like boring, that was amazing. I cried like crazy.
Yeah, well, he said, defend yourself. And that beautiful lion came to his aid.
It's, oh my gosh. And anyway,
so now, Esty,
wait, you ever saw The Notebook? Because I feel like that's a little bit the same.
I saw The Notebook.
No, I didn't.
So you can look at The Notebook. It's.
But I will get very upset at you, Esty, if you don't see Lost in Yonkers.
Oh, it's on my list. It is.
It blows, really. And you know what? Your role model should be Shirley Chisholm. Okay. And you have to see the movie The Chisholm Trail.
By the way, my favorite part about Secondhand Lion, at the end, they meet like the evil guy's son and that guy they meet at the end. And they're like, hey, what's up? Like, it was in the olden times, he was the sheik, and then his son is like a regular businessman. I just thought, wow, that movie just blew me away. I think I watched it twice already.
Yeah, I've seen it 10 times.
Yeah. There was a movie.
That kid, you know what it is? You saw Sixth Sense? Because that kid is in there?
I know.
Macaulay Culkin, I think it was in there.
No, his name is Haley Joel Osment.
And that was with Bruce Willis, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That kid, every movie he makes is so amazing.
That kid is an amazing actor, just amazing.
So wait, you saw The Sixth Sense, right?
Yes, I did.
So, okay.
I just want to tell you, Ralph's last name is Romeo.
Romeo, right. Romeo. Wonderful man. I spoke to him. He's a good guy.
Yeah, he's a great guy. His show goes faster than a speeding bullet because it's that enjoyable. And you guys are going to have a great time. Esty, he's one of the handsomest guys you'll ever see.
Oh, wow. We're going to have to keep Esty away from him.
Yes. So, anyway, when my son saw his picture, he said he should play Batman.
Wow.
He's just a great guy, and he's a caring guy, just like all of you.
No, but I feel like Norman, I can like. Now, Norman, I saw the secondhand lion. I feel like okay, I have to tell Norman. Like I have someone to discuss it with.
But I want to tell Norman about a good movie.
Okay.
There was a good movie. You know, Schindler's List, we all seen it.
Oh, my God, that was amazing.
It was amazing, and I did see it uncut on TV a couple of years ago, but there was another movie that I liked better than Schindler's List, because Schindler's List was a very serious movie, very
He's like at the end, I could have sold this ring, I could have sold this car, why did I keep this car?
But the movie that I liked about, it was a movie about a guy, I think it was the piano something,
Adrian
Brody. He played that part wonderful, and my favorite scene in it is when he finally comes to the end of the war, and he comes into this town all broken up and blown up in somewhere, and the Germans one of the Germans caught him at the end, and he had to play the piano. Wow.
What's it called?
It's called
The Piano Man?
Not the piano.
I think The Pianist.
The Pianist?
I saw it. Oh, and he had to pretend for his child that it was all a game? Was that it?
No, he was never married.
Oh, that was the Italian guy.
Or something else that was also amazing.
The Italian guy, also a Holocaust.
He makes the whole Holocaust as a game for his kids, so he doesn't realize what's going on. That was amazing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just have one other thing.
Go for it.
Since Heshy always has his slogans and sayings.
Quotes.
Well, here's one. The most wasted of all days is the day when we have not laughed.
Interesting.
I agree. I 100%. That's a beautiful thing, Norman. Wonderful.
Yeah, so
thank you.
Listen, catch me tomorrow night on Ralphie.
We will. We'll be listening to you, Norman. Impress us tomorrow.
Because I'll be talking about you guys.
Oh, I love you. Wonderful.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, Norman.
What time is it on?
Thank you, Norman.
Norman's going to be on 7 o'clock.
Yeah, 7 o'clock.
Thank you, Norman.
And I got to get Neil to stop smoking.
Okay.
I'm going to work on that.
Yeah, we're all going to work on it.
30 years I've been working on that.
Listen, I smoked for 45 years. And one day I said, hey, it's time to stop. And I did.
Wow.
And I never looked back.
Yeah.
And listen, Neil, you're a martial artist. You have to have discipline in order to be a martial artist, and I know you do have it.
I use it only in certain areas.
Hey, Norman, I have willpower, but I break down. You know, my partner makes fun of me all the time.
I'll help you also. It's easy to do.
I'll get you the patch.
You don't need the patch. I'll work.
It's all in the mind, baby.
Okay, well, thank you so much, Norman.
Thank you, Norman.
Good hearing from you.
Okay, this is the Just Enough Heshy Show. If you want to call us, you can reach us at 718-303-9090.
He was really nice.
And you can also, if you want to advertise with us, you can email justenoughheshy@gmail. You can get us on Facebook and Twitter at justenoughheshy.
Hashtag Just Enough Heshy.
I feel like they know there's a hashtag there.
I don't know. I think they know that. Anyways, Esty, I want to pay for the show. You've been messing me around. You don't want to talk to that.
I don't understand. Norman was so sweet to me.
I know. I can't believe it.
Yeah, Norman's always sweet. What are you saying?
He's a good. Esty loves Norman. Wow.
Well, ever since that movie, it's like The Green Mile. When I saw that, I was like, why did nobody tell me to watch this before? Some movies blow your mind. So that was it.
You know, there's so much to do instead of sitting all day long and watching movies.
I'm sorry. If you watch Pay It Forward, you'd rather do nothing else but that, you'll be a better person. That's the most amazing movie ever.
The idea is great, but nobody will ever do it.
If everybody watched that, we might get somewhere.
No, nobody does.
Make all the politicians watch it.
We do a lot of good, but the point is after a while.
You don't work with the system Pay It Forward?
I try.
A guy gives you a boost or something, or
we should have told that hitchhiker to pay it forward.
I try, but you know, a lot of people after a while just don't.
That's not your problem. The problem is that you tell them do something for someone else. Doesn't matter if they pay it forward or not.
I'm trying to explain. It does make a difference because
you do your job, they'll do theirs.
Here's an example I want to give you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was in the pizza store a couple of months back, and there was a guy online. He must have been, I don't know, 17, 18, 19, you know, young. Anyway, he didn't have his Omnum's pizza. He didn't have enough money for his bill, you know, a kid. So I told, what's his name over there? Don't worry about it. Just put it on my thing.
Right, good boy.
So the guy says to me, so I said, just next time you see someone online and they don't have enough to cover, you know, step it up, you know. So here's the difference. A guy like me, that's it. The conversation is over as far as I'm concerned. This guy had to tell me, oh, I've done it many times, you know, that kind
You should still do it again.
Right, I'm just saying, but to me, the two different personalities, like, this guy,
I told you the people are not grateful out there. People don't
know why. They should be. I know now you want to pay your bill.
Right, because she hasn't paid it till now. We're going to commercial break. You know what? You can make fun of it. Today I screwed the buffet. I went to Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah. Oh, no.
What'd you order?
I ordered the latte. And they didn't give me cinnamon in it, which I was very upset about. I ordered it, and
I don't know if they have.
They do have. They have.
You should have asked them.
I did, and I wasn't happy with the latte.
Really?
I wasn't, and I apologize.
Usually that coffee is pretty good.
The coffee, plain coffee.
But I'm a regular guy. I'm a coffee guy.
Right,
I don't buy any of
I'm
these
a regular
fancy,
coffee guy, but I like the latte. I'm addicted to it, and this latte makes a wonderful latte.
And you ever been to Starbucks for a latte?
Terrible.
Yeah, terrible.
There's a Starbucks on the corner of Court Street.
Right?
Too strong, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to take a phone call.
I know, I hate Starbucks. I went there.
I don't know how they made it.
I love Starbucks. The Frappuccinos are amazing.
Now we have
find it very bitter.
Very bitter.
Oh, yeah. Okay, let's take another phone call. Again, you're listening to the Justin F. Heshy Show. You can reach us at 718-303.
Where's my gun? Gun, man.
No, you don't believe in guns. You don't believe in guns.
I don't. Thank God.
You can reach us at 718-303-9090. Hello, you're on the air.
Hi, is this, am I on?
Yeah,
you are.
Okay, hi, how you doing? It's Avi from Manhattan.
Hello, Avi from Manhattan. You're talking to Heshy, Esty, and the
Yes. So I don't want to be party pooper here, but I picked up on what Esty was saying about Schindler. No, the guy was great. No, please, don't get me wrong. The guy was a tzaddik for what he did. But the scene that everybody, including myself, everybody starts to cry at the very end when he looks at the crowd of Jews all around him, he saying goodbye, and he looks at the car, and he looks at all the things that he amassed, all the wealth, and he said, I could have saved another this, and another that, another this. It never happened.
Yes, I know.
How do I know? Because I happen to have I spent a number of days, a number of weeks with one of Schindler's Jews who was on the whole thing, and he remembers, and he told me, Mr. Schindler, God bless his soul and everything. He did wonderful things, but that scene never took place.
So they embellished.
Honestly, he wasn't. They say there was a lot of things that they made him in the movie. Oh, Rosie, he wasn't really like he was a lot of things with women. He wasn't as nice as they portray him, but he was a good man.
But saving a life is saving a life.
Right, but
I don't have to.
He might have not done it, but he might not have done it for he did it because he needed the workers. They got him cheaper. I don't know if it's for sure because he tried to save them specifically.
I'm not telling you he didn't have altruistic motives also, but he was also understood that saving lives is very important.
I agree 100%, but I'm saying the scene that I include myself, everybody gets so emotional. It was a great scene, but it never happened.
I know. Okay, well, they have to make a good movie.
It's kind of...
Music. 1 second, I want to say something about the Sound of Music. Everybody goes nuts. I always went nuts. There's so many things in that movie that I'm not sure I decided I ain't watching.
Wait, that was a true movie? I didn't even know that.
The Sound of Music. Yeah,
I thought it was completely fiction.
Most of it was. I didn't know that either. I thought it was all fiction.
No. It was based on a Trapp family singer. So it's a story. But how Hollywood, what's his name, Rogers and Hammerstein, what they did to it, they killed it. I said, you know something? I ain't gonna bother watching this. I can make up my own bubble mind.
Well, isn't Spielberg's sister coming out with a movie this week?
Oh, really?
Yeah, yes. It's got on the Israeli Air Force. That's supposed to be phenomenal. It's a documentary, right?
Well, it's supposed to be.
By the way, you know that I've written a book, not a book for Spielberg, my own book, and I'm going to somehow figure out a way to make it into a movie. I know it's not called the Corver book.
You wrote a book?
I wrote a book.
When do you have time? How do you sit down and stay still?
Over the last 10 years.
That's why. Every day he works on it for 15 minutes. He can't sit for long.
It's about 600 pages. What's the title, baby?
It's called Justin F. Heshy.
No, but it's a good idea. I like that title. We'll think about that. Thank you, Abby. You're wonderful.
If we can find someone to edit that book, properly.
Okay,
we'll pay an extra how much?
Anyways,
thank you, Avi, for your call.
Anyways, we're coming we're going to be coming to the station. We're going to be coming to a station break in about a minute or so. So I want to give you my mid-show quote. That's what Abe wants.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, what was the first quote again? It was a good one.
I'm not going to say it again about the parents.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it.
Okay, but it was a good one.
It was a good one. Yeah. It was a very good one. Anyway, you can listen to it while we're streaming live
that's what I'm doing on YouTube. That's exactly what I'm doing.
Anyways, this has something to do about work. And it's happiness. Happiness does not come from doing easy work, but from the afterglow of satisfaction that comes after the achievement of a difficult task that demands our best. You know what? You have to do the best you can, and you get your day's work done. Don't think you had to have accomplished everything that you did. What are you laughing? At least you went out and did your best. What are you laughing at me,
Oh, you're from the old school. If it doesn't hurt, it doesn't work. If you don't,
wow, you just torture me.
Everything's got to be difficult, or it's not worth anything.
It doesn't have to be difficult, but
if you don't get up at 4:30 in the morning, you're a bum.
You're a bum. Yes. You should. Why should we sleep our lives away? That's what makes you happy, by accomplishing, by helping other people, and according to
the guy learning the cable TV buttons well.
Anyways, we'll be right back. Everybody pay attention. Stay tuned. We'll see you in another minute.
The preceding program is a paid advertisement. The opinions and views expressed therein do not necessarily reflect those of AM 620 WSNR or its management.
This is AM 620 WSNR, Jersey City.
Hello, and thank you for listening. If you like our programming and have ever thought about hosting your own radio show, we would like to tell you how you and your show can become part of our radio station. With today's technology, it is much easier than you may think. To find out how, please call FJ Hankel at 516-431-6662. That's 516-431-6662. Again, 516-431-6662, and learn how you can become the host of your own radio show.
Hello, everybody. We're back on the air. It's not we're back on the air. It's only me on the air because everybody left me in the room. Esty had to step out, I think, I don't want to know where she went, to the restroom maybe, and she took her pocketbook. Neil, explain to me, and here comes Neil. He comes running in the last minute.
You know, women always take that pocketbook.
Is that a stupid thing, Neil?
It's like when they all go together to the bathroom, to powder their nose.
Oh, here she comes back. Here she comes back. Why did you...
I'm afraid you guys are going to rob me.
Why? But you're paying for dinner tonight. I want to have you have a full pocketbook there, SD. But I understand you. Why did you?
We're going to pay for dinner eventually, just not like when I have the money,
Neil, she's screwing me, Neil.
It's an IOU.
Yeah, I could afford. I'll just put on my credit card, pay it off later.
But anyways, welcome back to the show, everybody. You're listening to the Just Enough Heshy show at 718-303-9090. You can call in, talk to us about anything.
We're on Mondays and Tuesdays from 7 to 9.
And we're going to be on Thursday night on channel 970 AM on Ralph Romeo Show. Wonderful guy. And we hope to entertain you and to be pleasing. Also, you can listen. You could justenoughheshy@gmail.com, and you could hashtag, Cassidy forgets that,
I think they know that you have to put a hashtag there.
They don't. Some people don't. Some people don't.
Then they never use Twitter.
Right, like me, I don't. And look at me, I'm looking at the Twitter thing.
Twitter, I don't even want to tell people about.
Anyways, and you can get us on the Facebook. And by the way, you can watch us. And now we're getting streaming live, so you can actually see what we look like. Right. How handsome I am without the beard. Look, I'm looking into the camera.
Good.
Anyways, and that's it. So I want to be a star. And when I do my movie, of course, I am going to be in that movie. I don't care what it takes. They're going to give me a little.
Now Sylvester Stallone.
That's right. It's my movie. It's my book.
Wait, is there a girl part? Can I be in it?
By the way, Mikey from Black Label Cigarettes is going to back me in that, he says.
Yeah, but wait, can I?
Yeah.
Wait, can I be on it
He's
too?
gonna do the puff of smoke that you need to get on stage.
That's right. You have a problem, Neil.
I got no problem with Mikey. Mikey's all right.
But you have a problem because ST doesn't want to announce Mikey's electric cigarettes.
Mikey's all right.
Wait, but can I be in your movie or there's no women there?
We're gonna, of course, we're gonna have to go. I mean,
It's my newspaper.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. I want a good part though, like not an insulting mean part, you know?
Not insulting me, but I believe that women should all be treated.
Any acting would be a step up.
Right.
Come on.
Okay,
you
fine.
know, for your first job.
Right.
Come on.
If you're not going to pay for the show, you're in trouble.
Okay, fine. Okay.
Thank God she's doing it, Neil.
So yeah, we have Le Buffet located on 55th and 17th Avenue. They do breakfast, lunch, dinner, and they also do catering. You can reach them at 718-438-7612. You can also get the Black Label e-cigarettes, which I'm trying. It kind of tastes like coffee, which is good.
Isn't it great?
Yeah.
Why can't we get Neil on it? It's wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can get your Black Label cigarettes at blpremiumesig.com, or you can call Mikey at 561-239-5941. We have Gotham One Solutions, asbestos and lead abatement.
Wow, good girl, good girl.
Why does it matter? It doesn't matter.
It does matter. He gets angry when you say it wrong. He won't pay
he said that. He said that.
He won't pay. He said.
Okay. You can reach him, Joel, at 917-577-2867. Then we have Green Line.
And by the way, he has a lot of experience. I'm going to keep telling you guys, this is the man to do it. He's
the man.
He's the man.
You need the papers and all everything.
The documentation. So you don't have to bribe anybody and do everything by the book. This guy can get you to the end of the line. Sometimes we just need to be led or advised, and this is the boy who can do it. I love him.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So that Green Line Building.
Green Line Building Solutions. Call us for just any kind of consultation. We'll give you advice. We'll direct you today. Matter of fact, I had a lawyer that called me who had some problems in his house. I gave him a lot of research. I helped him how to go to court. And he asked me, what is your fee? I said, there's no fee. When you need my services, you'll call me. Right now, you don't need it. I'm advising you how to go about without paying me a crazy amount of money. And he was very thankful and he was shocked. I mean, a lawyer was shocked that he didn't have to pay me. Wow.
So is it okay if I take a call?
Before you take a call, I want to talk about my friend Moish.
Okay.
Moish Liebart has a company called East Coast Mold. And not only does he do mold removal, if your pipe breaks, he can fix it for you. He can help you out with it. He does the restoration. He comes in, takes care of your problems. This is a man that I know since I'm a little boy.
Does he work with insurance companies?
He works with insurance companies. This is a pro. I mean, I'm talking, forget that I know him over 30 years. The boy just loves me. He's a wonderful man. And Moishi, Mike, whatever you want me to call.
Everyone loves you.
Don't they just love me? I don't know. Well, John liked you more than me, Neil.
Okay, because he doesn't know me. But once they get to know us, they know you're the man.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
By the way, I forgot to tell you, Green Line Building Solutions does lead and asbestos inspections and so on. So if you need some kind of inspection forms and stuff like that, we come down and make sure that you're code compliant. And if you're not, we will find the company like Joe, who will help you out and make sure that he cleans up your mess for you.
Okay.
Anyways.
Now can we take a phone call or still not?
Is that it, Neil?
Oh, yeah.
But was she not doing the horoscope? Okay, do the phone call. Then we'll do the horoscope.
So we do horoscope. I don't know what our system is. I'm very confused.
I am in charge of the system.
You're in charge.
Go ahead, Neil.
Yes, sir.
So you want whatever you want.
Take your phone call. You're in charge. It's your show tonight.
Oh, yay. Anyways, you're listening to the Justin F. Heshy Show. You can reach us at 718-303-9090.
Might want to scratch my back while I'm on the
You can call us, for about any topic you can think of. Hello, you're on the air.
Doesn't look nice.
Not me again. Hello, not me again. I'm alone with this with Norman. He didn't know about Cool Hand Luke.
He never saw Cool Hand Luke. He told us.
It's a classic. Come on, I can't believe it.
Wait, I'm talking to Neil. This is Neil's show. Neil, I don't see what you guys look like, but I picture Neil as like, was it like that beard? What's that band like with the beards and stuff like that?
You can
Top, Easy Top, or whatever.
No.
He just like has a command. Uncle Heshy have a commanding voice. So what this show reminds me of is in industry, Uncle Floyd.
Uncle Floyd, wow.
Yeah. Neil, how old are you, man?
Well, Neil is a handsome-looking man, and I would say he is like an older version of Robert Redford.
Who's that?
Who's Robert Redford? I'm going to kill you. Who's Robert Redford? That was the Sundance Kid. Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid.
I don't know what that is either.
I look like, well, I have blonde hair and brown mustache. There you go.
Yeah, 30 years ago, maybe.
Yeah, I know. But I just, like, you guys, I keep telling them this cool, the screen, like, you guys, you got to be on more. 2X is not enough.
You're wonderful, John. Thank you so much. That was very good.
Thank you.
Now, Esty, I want my horoscope read. It's still it's still time for
still your birthday.
Not my birthday, man.
How long do you have birthdays?
I have birthdays. Man. I have birthdays the whole month from January all the way till February.
That's what I asked my mother today. I said to my mother when I took her out to lunch.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah,
I said to my mother breakfast this morning.
I wanted to get her out. She hasn't been out in a few days.
Okay.
So anyway, I asked her, how can you have triplets?
Where'd you go for lunch?
How could you have triplets and their birthdays shouldn't be the same time? In other words, how do
you have them
that?
At night. Yeah. You have them at night, like one.
So she looks at me and she's like wondering, like, "Hey, you don't have triplets. There's no triplets. What are you talking about?" So I said, "I'll be honest with you. Last week I brought 3 avocados, and they all got ripe at the same time. I don't want to eat 3 in the same day.
I'm right over some guest."
Oh my God! That's why I brought 3 of them, so I can give 2 away and 1 for me. You know?
Okay, Neil.
See, these are the problems that I try to solve. The world issues.
The world issues are avocados. Issues. You see, I'm against police violence.
Don't you like avocado?
I happen to love avocado.
You said you like
avocado. I put avocado.
Very fattening. Very healthy.
This week, my special salad I told you about yesterday. So somebody told me to cut up the avocado into little box pieces and put it into my salad. They're gonna love it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna actually try it.
Oh, sure. They all do that today.
Okay,
so let me read the horoscopes. Okay, if it's your birthday today, you can call in for a shout out. Again, 718-303-9090. Just have to say that.
What was it? 9090-303?
No.
Oh, 303-9090. Okay.
So yeah, your thoughts. Okay, happy birthday, Aquarius. You're thoughtful about the direction your life will take, and when you know what you want, you take the initiative towards making it happen. This trait, coupled with your sharp intellect, makes for a winning formula. There are no limits this year. Go forward with confidence.
That's nice.
It's amazing how that contradicts exactly whoever's birthday was yesterday.
I know. Go ahead.
The Aquarius, right. To get the best results, keep your feelings out of business dealings. While Mercury comes out of its retrograde transit in a few days, its energy still can cause confusion as it makes that turn this week. Double check all documents regarding relationships. Try not to avoid a situation that is overly emotional.
A nephew in the will.
I didn't get them, and that's wrong. By the way, Esty, I have a couple of birthday announcements I have to say.
Happy birthday to
our birthday, Rachel. Happy birthday to you, Etty. Happy birthday to Sarah. Happy birthday to you.
Every other night, and Sarah. Who's this
There's
Sarah?
a lot of Sarahs.
It seems to be a
well,
very
it's another Sarah. I don't want to say that.
Right, don't say the last
right.
But how old is this one?
Sarah is 22.
And maybe a good friend for
Yossi, happy 40th birthday.
Wow.
Very nice, very nice.
It's good to make
and listen to this one. Israel, happy 50th birthday.
Whoa, the man is getting on.
No, he's not getting on. He is. I'm 51, and I'm happy birthday.
And you're as quick and as good as ever.
You know what? When I went rafting with my nephew, and he like tried to jump with me, and I ran after him. Everybody couldn't believe that the big man ran quick.
What happened?
I didn't catch him.
Okay. And just tell me one more thing.
Yeah.
When was the last time you used that very expensive bicycle that you own?
I'm going to use it. My partner Penny is forcing me to go biking with him, and it's his fault why I'm not going biking.
Of course, it's somebody else's fault.
You know what? That's what he said.
I've never met anything that's your fault.
No, this is his fault. It's really his fault.
I've never heard anything.
I'll tell you what. I would go biking with him in the morning, but he wakes up late.
That they get out Citizen Shul is your fault. Okay,
wow,
I understand.
Neil, you got to give me a break once in your life. Anyways, Penny, it's your fault, and I'm blaming you for gaining weight.
So yeah. Anyways, this is
Make sure you got that in, right?
And because it makes me so nervous, I have to eat pizza with cheese on it.
Nice. This is the Justin
So what's the
Heshy
problem?
show.
Not really the cheese, because that's.
Oh, it's not the cheese. Tell him it's not the cheese.
It's not really the cheese is fattening, but it's not making you no sugar issues.
Right. So what's the bread?
It's the sauce and the bread.
I hate
the sauce is full of sugar, probably.
Right.
Full of sugar.
Okay, this is the Justin Heshy show. We're on Monday and Tuesday from 7 to 9. You can reach us at 718-303-9090. If you'd like to advertise with us, you can reach us at justinfheshy@gmail.com, and Facebook and hashtag Twitter justinfheshy. Let's take a phone call.
Before we take a phone call, I want to just mention.
That is great.
I just want to mention one thing because you didn't mention this before. It's
adult content.
Of course, the adult content.
Oh, okay.
Of course, the adult content. There's a place called the Palm Gardens. I mentioned it yesterday in Queens. I just want to talk about it.
They take a map to the playground.
You have a problem.
And if you want to build a snowman,
you want to build a snowman. It's called the Palm Gardens. It's a program, and it's a leisure social day care for senior citizens. You can
call it's free for them,
right? It's Ellie Taub, 917-903-5375, 917-903-5375. They provide transportation.
It's free, right?
I think it's free, yeah.
Right, it's one of our taxpayer gifts to the elderly.
Why don't we take your? Wouldn't you take your mother out today? Wouldn't you like a program that goes and picks her up every day and takes her out?
She wouldn't like it.
She wouldn't like it because you didn't set her up.
Because she wants someone personal. That's why.
Okay, that's your mother. And this morning I had to wake up. This morning I sat with my mother.
She was with someone else. You would think she's getting kidnapped.
This morning I showed up at my mother a half hour late. I was there at 6 o'clock. She was very angry with me, and we had breakfast together. And while she was there, she told me she wanted to go out, and she should go out more often.
Right, but you said, "Hey, man, you're gonna walk so slow. I'm not doing it." Right? Is that what you told her?
I didn't tell her that.
Okay, can I pick up a phone call now?
I want to talk about the police.
Her you had a lot of snow and it's very icy.
I told her it's very cold and it's snowing. Yes. You're a bad man.
Hello, you're on the air with Uncle Heshy.
Hello, on the air with just who's calling?
Yeah, hello.
Yes.
Yes. Number one, I heard the story about the avocados. And I love that story. The reason why is because I smoke cigarettes, and when I stand in the street outside of my office, and someone asks me, the question usually goes, "Do you have an extra cigarette?" My reply to that is, when you go to the grocery and buy bread for your family, do you buy extra bread just in case if someone is going to ask you for some?
And
well, you know what?
You're a sharp guy.
My point being is a cigarette is something that you can give to a fellow man. It's like, with somebody standing on the street and says, yesterday I was in a store and a young man, as a matter of fact, Esther, you were there. A young guy came running into that restaurant, Amazon.
Why can't I put the mic here?
No.
Like that.
Neil doesn't want to be on the camera, but I want to tell you something. Yesterday we were in the store. After dinner, a young boy with a little bit of problems came running into the store. Remember, Neil, Esther?
I tried to give him money. He's like, no, only dollars. Only dollars.
Right.
What is that?
I've met other people like that.
And I took out $1 and I gave him, and he went to somebody else.
You gave him $1?
Esther, did I give him $1?
Yeah.
You're a bum.
It's not so nice.
You're a bum. You're not nice.
If I had 4 cigarettes left, I got you. But if I bought a pack, some people don't have a cigarette. You know what I mean? Come on,
for me, when people ask me for cigarettes, it's a chill. Like, hey, what's up? That's how you meet people. You talk to people. When they ask you for a cigarette, they smoke with you. That's like the way to chill. Personally.
You're 100% right. However, I don't like to kill other people. Since cigarettes is dangerous, I don't offer cigarettes to others.
Okay.
However, when I don't have a cigarette, I do ask others for a cigarette.
But tell me this: why would you not have a cigarette if you're a smoker?
Usually I would have 2 or 3 packs in my pocket. That's correct.
You would have a friend, right?
Yes. However, Matzo Shabbos, like right by the man, if you're a smoker, you will know that Matzo Shabbos, right by the man, you're dying for the cigarette, but you don't have it.
Yeah, I try to wait a half hour no matter what, just to show that I'm not such an addict.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're addict anyhow.
Right. But Lamaisa, you didn't give me an answer on the avocados. What am I supposed to do?
Right.
What do you think what you're supposed to do? The real answer for that is there are a lot of people in this community and other communities that they don't have money to buy food. They're embarrassed to ask their neighbors for food. They ask you, can I borrow 3 eggs, and they never give it back. You should have extra food. So just in case. And
you never give it back?
Yeah, when are you supposed to give back eggs? You go for a cup of sugar. You don't say, hey, give it back to me next week. It's not like money. You give 3 eggs, whatever. It's not...
That's exactly what I'm saying. So if you have 3 avocados and they all got ripe at the same time, don't worry about it.
No, I want to know how to prevent it because I want to eat it.
No, you're selfish.
Yeah, I'm selfish because I buy 3 avocados for myself. I'm selfish. If I was really selfish, I would eat them at one time.
Okay, very good. You see, you shouldn't have asked that to Neil. I disagree with him, but we're not going to even discuss that.
All right, thanks for the call.
No, that's number 1.
Oh.
Number 2.
Here's number 2.
You've asked the person, when did he use the last time his expensive bike that he bought? Now, the question starts, what do you define use? Some people buy very nice jewelry or very nice silverware, and they keep it in the china closet just to be able to look at it. So that's also a part of using. Now, the expensive bag that he bought, he's using it every day that he's looking at it.
I wish I did look at it. I don't look at it. Too bad.
You're a real positive guy. Tell me, what do you sell?
Usually the Brooklyn Bridge.
That's what a good salesman does.
Well, I'm going to blame my partner. By the way, thank you for your call. We appreciate it so much.
Yeah. I have number 3.
Number 3. Go ahead. We got it. Let me write it down. Number 3.
Go ahead.
I have a wonderful night, and a happy winter. You don't get a cold from the cold and hot weather in the middle of the day.
Thank you.
Thank you. That was nice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Anyways, so you could call into the show, 718-303-90.
I can't make no faces. I can't do nothing.
You can make faces.
No, I can't.
Why?
Because he's going to see it on YouTube.
I think it's funny.
But you're a handsome guy. You can make the funny faces.
No, but I'm making it at someone else.
Me?
No, at the caller, let's say.
Okay.
Let's say. I'm not, but if I wanted to.
Can I discuss a topic?
Yeah,
First of all,
very serious topic.
I do have a topic.
Guns shouldn't be allowed, and kids shouldn't be spanked.
I'm going to talk about this again. A cop tackled a person over a lollipop. Okay, now you think I'm lying? It was in the Daily News.
I know why.
NYPD.
No, tell me the truth.
It was a weed lollipop, no?
No, it was one of those big, colorful ones.
No. You're under Just Enough Heshy Social. I want you to hear this. Okay, and we're on from 7 to 9 p.m. Mondays and Tuesday nights. I'm being screamed at to say this. You can't reach me at all till I finish reading the story. An NYPD detective has been accused of tackling a woman in Brooklyn apartment and injuring her knee because he thought she was carrying drugs. Now, this is where it gets really interesting. But she really just had a lollipop. Detective Siko Burin, or I don't care if I spelled his name wrong or said it wrong because he's an idiot, who has earlier been accused of slugging a teenager who he mistakenly thought had pot, which was illegal.
Wow, allegedly, he must be on drugs.
Allegedly injured Jarnell Henry in her East New York apartment in April 2013. The officer was doing a sweep of the building looking for drug dealers when Henry came to her door. And he's asked, what do you want? Now, I'm in my apartment, according to you, and you can't do anything. What do you want? According to a testimony at a civilian complaint review board, Bourne allegedly tackled her only to find out she was just holding a big sucker. He pushed me down, then knocked my lollipop to the ground. I fell on my leg. The point being is
they owe her a lollipop.
It's not a lollipop. When those 2 lady Corver cops came to my house and I'm standing inside my door and she's asking me for my ID and she wants to be, hey man, I'm in my house according to the First Amendment, the Second Amendment, the Fifth Amendment. Get the hell out of my house, you Corver tramps. And I want you to know something. Those are not foxy women. Those are bad Corvers, and I hate those cops from the 66th precinct. And I will say your names very soon. You should go to jail, and I should make a review on the review complaint cops.
No, but what about the other cop?
Don't come into my home.
What precinct was this?
Oh, this one didn't say what precinct.
What precinct?
But it was the.
And since when do they go through buildings looking for drugs?
I know these guys are. That's my point.
I think they're looking for.
They're looking for arrests. They're looking for arrests. They're looking to get their numbers up.
They're looking to keep warm in the winter.
Wait a second. Isn't it good for them if the numbers go down on arrests? It's not.
The point is, if numbers are arrests, but if they get their what's it called again? Cops or not?
What, the quota?
The quota. I forgot what it's called
How
again.
can they have a quota of how many people you can arrest?
measures the crime.
Wait.
Something of that.
Let me explain this. So they want crime to go down and make less arrests, but there's a quota for how many people they have to arrest. How does this make sense?
Listen here, lady. If you're going to ask so many intelligent questions, we're going to have to get someone else to sit in for you, okay?
Are you being sarcastic?
That's it. We're not going to be able to handle this kind of
Are you being sarcastic?
He's not being sarcastic. We're very proud of you. Now, Esty, it's your turn right now to give us a topic. Even though I wanted to talk about something else, about Madoff, but we'll get to that.
Okay, but hold on. Let's take a phone call.
Yeah. But by the way, when I was talking about love originally with my stuff, there's a Islamic cleric, okay? His name is I'm not going to even say it correctly, but and Abe is going to scream at me in the control booth. An Islamic cleric who went on and spoke to the Jewish rabbis. He's defying Shiite mainstream Lebanese cleric, reaches out to the Jews. Do you believe this? His name is what's his name? Who cares what his name is, right? But I want to
so what's the point?
He said,
which rabbi did he reach out to?
He reached out to all the Israeli rabbis. His name is Saeed Mohammed Ali Husseini, Secretary General of the Shiite group of the Islamic Arab Islamic Council.
Okay.
In Hebrew,
Shiite and Sunni
on his Facebook page, he called for rabbis, priests, and Muslims to stop this teaching of your Quran, of the Bible, of the Torah, and to underplay of how to be mean or vicious to somebody else, to try to be considerate, to try to love one another, not like this guy David Konatwerski. Oh, he did something wrong. The Bible says arrest him. What do you mean arrest him? Have a heart. Have a love. Understand that somebody else made a mistake and help fix him. Don't write him a violation right away, Inspector. Work with the other people. Don't let us do something that we're going to make us do more criminal actions. And that's what this cleric did. And I believe that this guy, this Arab Muslim that all of you guys are freaking out are all bad, he did something wonderful. You should stand up and applaud him.
Right.
Applaud, here's my hand. Okay.
I hate you.
Why should I applaud him?
Because he wants
peace
he's
and full of, you know what?
What, boy? What
crap?
That's wow.
Crap. And the only reason he's doing this that you don't understand is because the Sunnis is what make up ISIS and Iran and that stuff. Are the Sunnis? You say he's a Shia.
Right.
They don't like each other.
So but they don't like the Israelis either. And all of a sudden, he wants to be friends with the Israelis and the rabbis.
If he has to get rid of the Sunnis, he partner up with anyone.
Enemy of my enemy is my friend.
There's something to that effect.
Okay, this is the Just Enough Heshy Show. You can call in. Our number is 718-303-9090.
And what do you mean you offer
Hello, you're on the air.
What does
with
that
Uncle
mean?
Heshy.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Heshy,
Yes.
it's your friend Ellie Taub. How are you?
Hello, Ellie. How are you? We were talking about you do wonderful work there. I love you at your Palm Gardens. You're a good boy. I was mentioning you on the radio. I love what you do. You're a gentleman, and I don't know how to give you a hug and a kiss, but you and your wife are wonderful people. And by the way, we were in Queens today, and somebody was telling me they were listening to our show there, and he knew me. I was like shocked. I love all you Queens people now.
Yeah.
Listen, the reason why I'm calling is I want to know that since you work with the DOP, what do you say about this guy Weiser, what he did today? That finds his DOP out, getting a cruise and buying him 2 luxury cars, buying him a house. What's going on over here?
What happened?
What happened was this guy, one of the lead bribers, this guy Weiser, he bribed him. Instead of giving money, he gave somebody a cruise. He bought them a car, and that's how. Okay, I mean, that's how you bribe.
How much business was he doing?
He was doing quite a bit of business.
There you
He was doing quite a bit of business, and that's how you got the big boys in. And he didn't
So
actually.
you're not allowed to give gifts?
You can't give a gift. They actually warn you. You can't be taking gifts or.
But the system works a lot better.
And it wasn't only Weiser.
Are you allowed to take them out to eat?
If you looked at the names on the list, there were other
names. There were a few from the DOP, and then you had the Department of Housing.
Right, you had HPD, you had the whole group over there. You guys think that people are not taking bribes. Some of these guys are sitting behind the counter and they're not making enough money, or they're having problems in life. 50% of the cops are abusive to their wives or divorced, and a lot of these guys in the in the not the housing, in the jails. What are they called again? The corrections officers. Most of them are mentally ill, and what they do is they actually abusive. So they're very mean. To make them happy, you give them something to keep them calm, so they don't hurt you more. And that's what these guys were doing. I'm not again condoning what he did. It's 100% wrong what he did.
It's not a chilul Hashem, because every builder and developer worth his weight in salt knows how you have to get things done.
Ellie, when you
you want to make believe that, no, I'm going to do it the straight way, the right way, the this way, the that way. You know what? You'll still be in your little basement there talking nonsense.
Right, Ellie, when you go to a restaurant, you go to your morning little restaurant, there's 7 people online, and the guy sees you every day who puts that extra $1 in there. Instead of waiting for you to be served and tipping him, he's going to make you serve faster, or he's going to take care of you first. That's also called a bribe in a sense. I know it's called a tip, but that's a bribe. And we all do that. We all go to the hotel and we're standing behind the counter and we flip an extra $20 to the guy behind the counter. Ooh, sir, I can upgrade. That guy behind you is not going to give me nothing. I'm going to give him the Prius, even though I like Prius.
Really? It's kind of a gay car.
It's not a gay car.
What is a gay car?
Yeah, what is a gay car?
What is a gay car?
What are you, crazy?
It's not for gay people. That's not what I was saying.
Okay, and stop talking about gay people. People are...
Why is that bad?
It's not bad.
It's not bad.
It's not bad.
What's wrong? You want to be gay? Be gay.
Ellie, can you tell us about...
I want to be gay.
Ellie, tell us about some activities in your Palm Gardens.
Okay, well, basically, there's 2 kinds of programs. There's Palm Gardens, which is an adult medical. Anybody has any medical issues, we basically have all the doctors that will take care of that individual during the 5 hours they're there at the Palm Garden.
Does it cost me money?
No, they get the insurance.
You have to have insurance, Medicaid.
Right.
Okay, most senior citizens have it.
Right.
Our social daycare, which is leisure, which is located on Coney Island Avenue between H and I, they take different BNS, they take different insurances that deal with WellCare, Fidelis. That's a social daycare. That's basically, you have yoga, you have computers, you have go on trips. That's different activities that keep you busy.
And that's very nice. Yeah. And a lot of people. Do you have a nice crowd of people that are coming?
Yes, it's a Heimischer place. We feed kosher food. We have hot breakfast, a hot lunch. You have a snack.
Where's this located?
The one between H and
Palm Gardens is located at 615 Avenue C, and Leisure Gardens is located 1223 Coney Island Avenue between H and I.
H and I in that place, and you're telling me that's an upper class place?
It's a very nice Heimischer place.
Really?
Take care of our residents, and we make sure they have a great time throughout the day.
What does the word Heimish mean?
Heimish means like cozy.
I must not understand.
Cozy, homey.
Cozy, homey, lovable, family-oriented.
Very good. I'm very proud of you.
You treat you like family, yeah.
That's good.
Thank you, Ellie. Something to do.
You're good. Tell the people in Queens to listen to our show, Ellie. Thank you so much for calling.
Definitely, when Richie and I heard you, and we heard about your radio station, we started listening to it.
Thank you so much, baby. Thank you so much. Keep listening.
Everybody should listen to Uncle Heshy, because Heshy is the man.
I love you. You see, and not Neil the show, it's the Heshy show.
That's right.
Uncle Heshy.
Yeah.
You're a good boy. Thank you, Ellie, for calling in. We're gonna pick one of Esti's topics right now, because in about 10 minutes she's gonna give me a commercial break. But go ahead, Esti.
So
you are listening to the Just Enough Heshy show. You can reach us at justenoughheshy@gmail.com, and we are still taking applications for the Operation Clean Sweep. I have a lot of people that are still emailing me. We're over 800 people, 800 young people who ask me questions. We have the Just Enough Heshy hashtag Just Enough Heshy and the Facebook Just Enough Heshy. Listen to our shows. Tell you people we're streaming live on the camera. You could actually see the stars, especially that handsome Butch Cassidy and Neil, whatever I called him.
We're on Mondays.
And we're on Mondays and Tuesdays, 7 to 9 p.m. Esti, push your buttons, do whatever you got to do.
But this week we're doing different.
Thursday we're going to be on another station, 970 a.m. on Ralph Romero's show, wonderful man.
Also from 7 to 9? 7
to, I don't know, he's only going to give us a few minutes. It's his show. But push the buttons, Esti, whatever buttons you want to push.
No.
Oh, no, it's Esti's show. Go ahead, Esti. You got the last half hour.
So, really?
Please give us a good topic before I make fun of you.
No, how about the topic? Just because you don't like it doesn't mean other people won't.
Most people won't.
Nobody agrees with you.
They do. They all. Don't you hear them calling?
I feel like 20% agrees with you. Like 50% agrees with me.
Well, go ahead, Esty. What do you got?
So yeah, I want to talk about anxiety. I know you were talking about anxiety.
Neil,
and money.
Are you crazy, Neil?
What?
Oh yeah, stress about money. I do have a subject.
So that was your thing, but either way, I wanted to talk about how people are always worried. Like everyone has the voices in their head that says, "Oh, you're not good enough. You just said something stupid." All these type of things, and everyone's thinking, "Oh, people are gonna find out that I'm thinking these things." Everybody thinks these thoughts, and we don't say when we say something positive, we don't think, "Oh wow, I did a good job. I said the right thing." We only notice, "Oh, I said the wrong thing. I did." Like everyone is so upset at themselves that we don't give ourselves a break. You know, if we put ourselves up to such a high standard, and if you know that other people are feeling the same way, like for example,
that's why they say think before you speak. Don't speak and
don't feel bad if you say the wrong thing. Okay.
I agree with you, but if you insult somebody, for example, oh, you see that he's crippled, and you say, you know what I mean, something stupid like that, or you're fat, you should lose a couple of pounds. Don't make fun of people.
So you
like
know,
that.
it is something that made me.
I have no problem if you make fun of my fatness or Neil being bald. I love it.
So something.
By the way, I had a friend today, Israel, a customer of mine, and he was making fun of me, really bad fun of me, and I ended up breaking down on the phone, and I called him. I said, even when you get your hair transplanted, I hope your second set falls out. It was a terrible thing for me. I said, I apologize to Israel.
Is that again? You get on your knee and do the whole crap?
This one I'm not getting on my knee because he didn't drop off the check he owed me.
So yeah,
but you know that Esty, 26% of adults are stressed out in America.
Only 26?
20 about most of them about money most of the time. More than half have at best just enough money to make ends meet.
Yeah.
And women, the young and the less affluent and parents are hit the hardest. An annual survey by American Psychological Association, that's one of your people's, shows that stress levels are generally down from where they were when the study started in 2007. That's good news. The bad, worry about money continues to take a toll, particularly among those who are female, of course.
We're the ones raising kids by ourselves.
Yeah, make less our parents. Regardless of the economic climate, money and finances have remained the top stressor since our survey began in 2007, said the CEO and vice president.
Could have gone back 5,000.
A survey of 3,068 adults in August of 2014 found that 72% felt stressed out about money at least part of the time. About 22% felt extreme stress, a score of 8 higher or 10% scale. When asked about significant sources of stress, money topped the chart, rising above jobs, family responsibilities, and health concerns.
That's because it's all those things.
People are more worried about money than their health.
What do you mean? If they're worried about their health, they need money for doctors. If they're worried about their job, what do they need it? For money. Their families, they need money. Then all sums up all of it.
I was watching a show with my little son the other day about this guy. He goes on this crazy television show where they jump around and they do these crazy flying acts, and this guy came on, and I saw him before, and how he climbed trees. He held himself sideways. He was able to jump like 20 feet at a time. And they were asking me, he says, yeah, I don't need money. I'm just more worried about doing my own thing and being healthy. Now, I
that's because he probably has money.
He doesn't have money. He actually lived in like some kind of out-of-town farmhouse, drinking a homemade beer. By the way, my son's friend makes homemade beer terrible.
Oh, yeah.
Ellie, your beer is terrible, Ellie.
But Esty, I really do, think that it really depends on where you are in life and where you are geographically, where you are age-wise, where you are in your career. On how you view yourself and what you were saying in reference to, it sounded more like self-esteem issues than
you know what, I feel like even people with good self-esteem still kind of yell at themselves in their head, like, oh, I shouldn't have done that, I should have done that. We don't ever commend ourselves for the good. We commend ourselves for the bad part.
I'm asking you, why do you think that's the way people do it?
Because people always, I feel like in today's society especially, we all feel like we have to live up to a higher standard. We have to be better than the next. We have to be better altogether. There's today's day, in the business world,
you don't think there's a guy who finishes his day 5 o'clock or 6 and he walks out and he's feeling just fine?
Some days, but there's some days that not everybody can feel good every day. But I wanted to say that, I used to be like more shy. I'd be afraid to talk to people, and stuff like that. But I went to this thing called Landmark, which I don't think anybody should go to.
Oh, she's going to some scientific craziness. What are you doing? What's the scientific thing?
No, I'm going to, it's a scientist convention, sort of. It's like, they just have speeches about the brain and different things. I don't know. I just thought I'd go because my parents are going away for the weekend.
Part of Scientology?
No. It's actually a Jewish thing. They kind of, they take Jewish and science, where it fits in, how it fits in.
Oh, finally, somebody with normal brains,
right.
Not like David Cohn, who just thinks that God he's a messenger of God, like me.
Right, but I wanted to say about, I used to be more afraid of people. I used to be shyer, but then the one thing Landmark taught me, which I don't believe people should go, it's kind of like a cult. Basically, everybody is afraid of everybody. When you're walking down the street, people are looking at you. You're thinking, oh, is my dress on right? Is this, like, you think in your head, like, why is this person staring at me? Everybody is just as afraid of you as you are of them. So how can you be afraid of any human? You're on the train, you talk to a person.
I would love to introduce you to some of my friends.
Why? Are they scary?
They wouldn't have a clue what you're talking about.
Exactly.
Now. They could care less about anyone else in the world.
So that's a good way of living. What I'm saying is,
that's it. But you say most people.
Okay, not most people. What I'm saying is for the people who are afraid of people to walk over, say something to them. What does this person think? Something. Everybody's just as afraid of you.
Everybody wants to have a good impression, of course. But
anyways, that was a wonderful topic, Esther. I love you. Now I'm going to give you a better topic. The aunt of 3 kids could be in hot water for leaving them inside a car at a Florida Kmart. There may have been no problems had the 12-year-old nephew not set fire to an 8-year-old shirt with the car cigarette lighter. The Department of Children and Families is waiting for a final report from Jacksonville sheriff deputies before deciding whether to open its own probe.
I feel like that kid was a bully and he was kind of messing with the kid behind him.
I thought that was a funny story to tell everybody.
Like it was by mistake? No.
Anyways, I have a question for you. Everybody all cries and bitches about assisted suicide, right?
So, you're the big crier about it.
I don't agree with it.
I'm the one who agrees
I don't agree with it, and I don't agree you should pull the plug.
Oh, so I give you a letter that says you should pull it?
No, I'm not listening to you. I'm not listening to you.
So then you're a hole.
And I'm not going to let
you're a hole.
And when it happens to you, I'm not going to let them pull the plug on you. I'm going to
You're a hole.
And I
hope the electric goes out.
Can I explain to you what? Can I explain to you what happened?
This is the Justin F. Heshy show.
There's a lady.
The Justin F. Heshy show. Go on.
No, there's never enough Heshy.
There's a lady that got killed herself or who died, whatever, overdose. Whitney Houston, a big singer.
They're not sure what happened.
Whatever. It makes her she died.
Whitney. The mom.
So now her daughter got very sick and something happened to her and she's dying and she's on life support. They're going to pull the plug today on the anniversary of her mother. What does that mean?
Does she have an inheritance that maybe they want?
I think she could because she did inherit her mother's money.
I feel like that should be a factor. That should be a factor. Like if you have an,
I disagree. They should pull the plug.
No, if you have an inheritance, don't pull the plug because it's obviously because they want the money.
Isn't there something called a health proxy? I know I have one. I'm supposed to sign it for the last 6 months. It's sitting
right. The health proxy that somebody should make sure that they know how to take care of you when you don't know how
I want it to be done.
Well,
right. Anyways,
isn't that what that is?
Well, you know what?
We're all in a hurry here today.
Yeah, we are.
Next.
Go ahead. Take the call. It's your half hour. You gave Esty the half hour, so it's your fault.
Yeah, this is the Justin F. Heshy Show. We're on Monday and Tuesday from 7 to 9 p.m. You can reach us at 718-303-9090.
Thank you, baby.
Hello, you're on the air. Hello?
Hey, hi. Hello?
Yeah.
All right, this is Naftali, and I just wanted to comment on what I think the young lady said about, everybody looking at you and trying to analyze it. You know what? I disagree. And I mean, I'm a gentleman of, 60 years, but I don't think old. I think like youthfulness. And the thing about it is most people are not looking at you like that. That's a little bit of paranoia. Most people are so into their own deal that maybe they see you. You see them looking at you, but they're not really looking at you.
Yeah, they're spacing out.
Wait a minute. Their thoughts are far away. And you may see you, and that's not a bad thing. In New York, there's so many people who you buy. And if you were to another state or another city, like I myself in Nashville for a while, for 12 years, people speak to you all the time, a lot of strangers. And as a New Yorker, I didn't want to talk to them sometimes, but they're so friendly. This is
And I just wanted to say another thing to the other guys, and they may understand this. What you're talking about, and I love what you're saying, and you're probably a nice lady. The thing is, you're a product of the dumbing down or the lowering of standards of the generations that have just passed in the last three generations, maybe. That's what I'm saying. Maybe what I was taught, that you should be confident and you should be friendly and network and accept people who accept you, and the people who don't accept you, just walk on and keep on walking.
Right. More power to you. I agree with you. You see, and that's from my generation. Thank you for the call.
And then you don't have anxiety.
Where you calling from in this city? Where you calling from?
Queens. Yeah,
I started to love Queens right now. I never really liked the borough so much, but I love Queens right now. Welcome to the show.
So yeah, the truth is we do have bigger self-esteem issues than we did a lot of years ago because the standards have been higher. You know, now you're supposed to go to college. If you don't, back in the day, college wasn't necessary.
No, it was always necessary.
It's not true. If you didn't go to college, you still could get a job. Today's day, you need to have all sorts of degrees. The standards are higher. We have to be smarter. We have to be prettier. We have to be better. There's more. You know, the television. They kind of we've kind of been more corrupted because there's so much access to all sorts of media.
Neil is on TV right now. He's not pretty.
I had to go to college, you know, because I was the first. I was the first of my parents did, and they were the first of their generation. It was the best 4 years of my life. But now I think it's the opposite. People don't want to go to college. They don't think it's necessary. But college is
because it gets them into debt, and it takes them many years to climb out.
It got me into debt too, but there's ways out of it called bankruptcy.
A student loan is not canceled in bankruptcy today.
Well, it used to be.
No more.
Yeah, you see, but so you have to find scholarships and other ways. I mean, I was in an educational situation. There are other ways to education and not go into debt, especially with the internet today. And there's so many sites that can help you.
Listen, I'm not big on anything for everyone. Okay, right. Everybody needs their own little cutout. You don't want the plumber to go to learn to be an electrician, and you don't want the electrician to go be a plumber. You know, you want people to go with what they have a good feeling about, what they feel like they can do, or they enjoy, or they can get to enjoy, or you know, something to that effect.
Yeah. Are there some electricians that are also plumbers?
And there
Yeah, this is the Justin F. Heshy show. I'm not going to.
Thank you, Esty. We're going to do some commercials right now.
Hashtag Twitter.
We have the hashtag Justin F. Heshy, and we have the Facebook Justin F. Heshy, and you can call 718-303-9090. And if you want to show some love, show my friend Moish Liebhardt love, because I love you, Moish. And I don't care if they think
that's a great thing.
Oh, beautiful.
I don't know him.
Neil, say it.
Say you love Moish.
I love Mush. I love it.
Okay, everybody in your car listening to the radio, just say out loud, I love Mush.
You don't have to listen to the radio. You can watch us on YouTube live.
I know, but I'm saying that everybody right now, same time, say, I love Mush.
Okay, Esty, next, give us our commercials before we end the show.
Honk your horn if you love Mush.
So yeah, we have Le Buffet on 55th and 17th Avenue.
Quiet, don't say nothing.
So yeah, they do breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They also do
buffet. You have to do it, Neil. You're not normal.
Buffet.
Go ahead.
So yeah, they do catering. You can reach them at 718-438-7612.
But don't call after 5.
Yeah.
That's not true. I don't believe that. I have to check that out. You're wrong.
Sunday,
I don't believe that.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Friday. I was there 5 o'clock.
Go ahead, Esty.
So yeah, there's the Black Label cigarettes. You can go to blpremiumesig.com to get your electric cigarettes. You can also reach Mikey at 561-239-5941.
And when you call him,
Mikey's got deals.
He's got serious deals, and you can also say congratulations to his engagement.
Tell me about Mikey a little.
Mikey's
what kind of car does he drive?
Mike, he drives some fancy car, a Lexus, I think.
Like a 4-door, 2-door.
I don't know.
Is he sporty?
He's a sporty. He likes to dress, and he's getting married in May or something, or June, and it's going to be a cool wedding.
I know it's going to be a cool wedding.
Yeah, I asked him if I can officiate the wedding. He said no.
Surprise, surprise.
I don't know. I don't know the details. I didn't get the invitation yet.
My friend Joe, maybe.
Keep going, Esty.
So, yeah, we have Gotham One Solution, asbestos and lead abatement. You can reach Joel at 917-577-2867. Then we have Green Line Building Consultants.
Green Line Building Consultants. We do violations. We do plans, permits. We guide you. We consult you. We also do ACP 5s, and we help you do all the paperwork to get your lead removals.
Anything to do with the building
department, housing, paperwork to get you through the inspection report, so you can call us. And then if you have a problem with our reports or something like that, we can help you clean it up by hiring these, or not hiring. We will advise you who to go to the right people to get you to the next section, and
like Shelley Silver used to do.
Not like Shelley Silver.
Right?
718.
Send people to the right
but we're not going to take bribes. 718-871. We don't take bribes. 718-871, and we don't bribe anybody. The 718-871-0382. We are one of the best in the city right now.
You suck. You don't take. You don't give.
No, we love. Love can get you along. You're going to watch my closing quote tonight. You're going to freak out.
Cassie, is it considered a bribe if, let's say, they took out your son to dinner? Because it's not directly to you. They can't technically say, right? I mean, if you want to bend the code.
I don't know, Neil.
Let's not try it.
I don't have a legal attorney.
So what happens if somebody's wife, if like an inspector's wife came to you and said, listen,
I need a job.
I need a favor. Is that a bribe?
It's a question.
It's an ethical question, and I think
try not to let it be the wife. Right. Let it be her sister. That another name.
Even that they catch you like that.
You know what's not ethical? Therapists, right? We have a big problem with this.
I'm going to agree with you very soon.
Right, therapists, right?
Yeah.
When you go to a therapist, right? And you go twice, and you're just not feeling it.
Are you going to make an appointment to go to a therapist already?
They're going to try to convince you, no, don't leave. You still need more time. Therapists never let their patients go, and that is unethical. If you are with a patient 3 times and you're just not clicking, you have to be like, I don't think we're clicking. Do you think it's working out? Like, when a patient wants to leave, you can't be like, oh, yeah, you have to stay. Like, they pull you. I've had this. Therapists do not let you go, and it's wrong and unethical.
If I'm sick and I go to my doctor, and then I go back again, I'm still sick, and then I go back again, you telling me the doctor should stop treating me and send me to another doctor?
Well, I hope he doesn't stop treating you, because you really need treatment.
No, but therapist is different. A therapist is a relationship. No, if you cannot connect, don't go to the therapist.
I'd like to give you another example.
Okay.
The health vitamin stores.
Yeah.
You know, you go in there and they'll sit down and consult with you. Nutritionists.
Oh, that's nice. I like nutritionists. Are very
Excuse me. And you will have a half-hour conversation on the house, free.
Okay.
But you're going to walk out with a list that's got to be 20 items on there that's good for you to get.
That's salesmanship. That's fine.
Why is that salesmanship? You would believe it. In other words, it's just like the therapist. They want to book their time. These people, how could you say to somebody, oh, vitamin C, of course, everybody should take a little more vitamin C. Everybody should have a little vitamin D.
So what's the problem with that? They're telling you the truth.
Are they? Are they? For 20 items? I was living now 50 years without it.
And now you need it because your bones need it and everything needs it.
I'm sorry. Selling a product.
I got a store to send you to then. Okay. I want to see what you walk out with.
Selling a product versus going to a therapist is a whole different ballgame. You need to have a relationship. If I meet a therapist and we just don't click, don't keep telling me to go to you if you can't help me. They have to be honest, or they don't actually care about their patients. You are supposed to care.
Why does it have to be different? Why can't we be on the same page?
What do you mean?
The nutritionist with the therapist.
It's not the same.
So explain to me again why.
Because you're saying that therapy is a business. The point of therapy is to help you. No, they're conning you, exactly. 90% of therapists should not be therapists. Because they're not good, they're not helping you. If they cannot help you, they should be upfront and admit it, or it's not ethical, which most therapists aren't. They have to be able to let you go. If you say, I don't feel you're helping me, that if a therapist says,
so and a nutritionist gives you 20 things
you can say no.
Buy
you have to connect with
in his store, because you went into his store. So, and he's giving you now a whole crap load of stuff to buy, literally $300-400 worth. This stuff's expensive.
What's the point of therapy?
And you're going to come back in 3 months and say, I feel the same way. I'm not going to reorder. Right. I'm not going to this or that. And he'll tell you, no, you got to give it another 2-3 months. Okay. You got to buy another ship.
Let me ask you
this and that. So the therapist is doing the same thing.
But it's unethical.
They want to keep you in. It's all unethical. It's like your mechanic.
No.
Your mechanic opens your hood and tells you need brakes. Come on, give me a break.
A therapist is not a salesman.
Right. You need the pads while you're here. You might as well do the oil change.
Right, of course you need it.
And I don't understand you. You didn't do the
filters, the air filters, this filter, the that filter.
No, I don't need
the gas filter.
Right.
These are all scams.
A therapist is not a salesman.
But you're wrong this time. You're not comprehending
that it's a business.
When a man, that it is a business.
What's the point of therapy?
He's only in it to build the hours. If you don't get it, so then that's your problem.
No, I get it. But these people should not be therapists. You do not go into therapy.
So this guy shouldn't own his own business, the mechanic. This nutritionist shouldn't do this.
This is the Just Enough Heshy show. I hope you're getting therapy.
Yeah,
Esther should be a therapist.
I love therapy.
Esther, I have a question. Would you go to a hairdresser for your hair ever?
No, not really.
You never go? I saw you did your hair when you went to that wedding.
Oh, yeah, when I go to a wedding.
So when you go to the hairdresser and you're walking out, don't they sell you like 7 shampoos and 4 conditioners?
I never really buy it.
Okay, but they try. They try. I don't understand you. I just came for you to do my hair. I've been buying shampoos and there's drugstores all over the place. Why am I buying your product for 7 times more than I can buy it in the drugstore?
I don't know.
Because we make you feel good and we're going to get you to buy.
Exactly.
And we're going to make 1,000% profit on you.
Right, exactly.
No,
that's exactly what it is.
They should be like
somehow.
They should be like Green Light Building Consultants. We don't rob you. We love you. We call you, and we charge you.
Okay, I got that. But she's convinced, just like she might. I didn't ask Esty. But she might think like a cardiologist or any type of doctor, is like altruistic. He's doing it all for the good of humankind and nothing to do with the money. He sends you for God knows how many different tests and God knows how many different things. Why do you think he's really doing that? He's really doing that because each one of the things that he's ordering, he's making something out of it somehow. And that's the facts of life. You don't want to accept the facts? I have no problem with that.
I still believe therapy is no good.
I love therapy. I think it helps a lot of people.
Okay, let me just explain something. Because 90% of therapists aren't good.
90%. You have that number written down.
I don't know.
You believe that. There's no calculation to that.
I've gone to 7.
I believe 100%
Can you let me talk?
100% of therapists are nuts. Go ahead.
I've gone to...
Did she just scream at me?
Yes. I've got to 7.
She just screamed at me, Neil.
I didn't hear her.
Oh, you didn't? Okay.
I've gone to 7 different therapists.
7?
Yes.
Let her talk. Go ahead.
Okay.
So, yeah, it was
one was good. And you know what I want to do? I want to go from therapist to therapist and write reviews because half the people decide, hey, I'm going to go into therapy. You don't know what you're doing and you're bad at it. Therapy is about helping people. If you want to make a business, do not go into this business.
You open up a blog.
You have someone's life in their hands. You don't get to play around. And I do know therapy.
They do get to play around.
They don't.
They do.
It's dangerous. You do not get to mess with people's lives.
But they do, and you're wrong. Okay, because that is reality on the ground tells me you're wrong. And you just proved it by saying even in your condition, 7 were no good. Okay.
No, 1 was good.
One was good out of 7, which means that obviously they're all working even though you don't approve of them, And I say to you, what gives you criteria to believe that you could make a judgment call on who's a good therapist and who's not?
Let me tell you this.
Might like someone.
No,
1 minute. No. Let me continue, please, and I'll let you finish. You might like someone. You might see all their diplomas, all that crap. You might like the way they talk and how they understand a certain situation, this, that. All that is nonsense, okay? Because every person needs a different type of personality
This isn't about me liking them. Let me tell you a story. I had a therapist after like 3 times, I told her, "You're horrible. I can't go to you anymore." She's like, "What?" I was like, "You don't listen when I talk. You don't remember what I say, and you don't give me any sort of perspective. I'm sorry. That's pretty clear that you're not a good therapist."
It's just like the Just Enough Heshy show.
How so?
Those are all the 3 criteria. I don't listen to you. I don't give you enough respect.
And you don't remember what they say?
I sure don't remember. Yeah, thank God.
That's why you should never be a therapist.
Ladies and gentlemen out there, thank God I'm not an expert on this. As you notice, I stayed quiet on this one subject.
Good for you.
I let Neil and Esty knock it out.
If right now you're going for therapy, a therapy degree, please don't. Because the chances are that you're bad at it.
We're coming down to the end of the show, and I want to have one little subject.
You know what? She thinks everybody thinks negative about people.
Right.
She doesn't comprehend there's a world of hundreds of millions of people. And she's making that judgment call. Nobody should go into therapy.
Not nobody.
You can't be good at it. The majority of people cannot be good at it.
It's true.
Okay.
A degree will not give you anything. You have to be intuitively good at it, and then you can get a degree. If I right now I sent you to college right now to try to become a therapist, that would not be okay.
Anyways, I have one more. Neil, I have one more little topic I want to talk about. There's a Perth teacher that was in the papers today. He says he was framed. Lawyers, and I don't like this story. Lawyers for a former Riverdale country school teacher on trial for rape of sexual contact with a 16-year-old student claimed in opening statements Monday that their client was a victim falsely accused by a jealous ex-fiance. He sits there as an innocent man wrongly accused. The reason why, he says, the girl came into his apartment, stripped off her clothes, got naked, and the fiance caught him. Now, what happened was he was very upset. He says he invited the kid over for some teaching. The kid did something bad. She fell in love with him, and he went and reported it the next day. And if he went to report it, now the girl claims that she's raped because after he reported it. Now, understand, how do you arrest the guy? This girl needs therapy. Yeah. I believe this guy is probably not borderline.
Or she's just friends with the fiancé.
Anyways, the district attorney's office is prosecuting the lover for perjury. Anyways, we're coming to the end of the show, and I want to thank you for listening to our show.
But we must continue the conversation on therapy.
We will.
Nasty, we must continue it.
And I'm going to give you my closing quote for the night. I want to thank you for all listening to the show. And this is about responsibility. In the long run, we shape our lives. We shape ourselves. The process never ends. And the choices we make are ultimately our own responsibility. So each day we go on, we love, we shape, we do. Take responsibility for what you've done, except for Penny not letting me go bike riding. It's your fault. Thank you for listening to the Just Enough Heshy Show. Call Green Line. We love you. Have a good night. See you next week.
Здоровье и красота ваших ног в руках доктора Мираба Ботара.